Hi, boys and girls. So, one of the skills that we are going to be working on in reading this week is comparing and contrasting. So, we're going to be reading two stories, and they are different stories. One is a fiction, and one is nonfiction. And we are going to kind of look at them and compare and contrast them. We're going to figure out what things of the stories are similar. So, maybe they talk about a similar topic. Maybe they teach you about a certain topic, and then we're going to try to figure out what ways they are different. So here I have a Venn diagram set up where on the outsides you would write what is different, and then on the inside you would write what is the same. So if I was reading a story about how cats and dogs live, and then another story was about a little girl who bought a cat and a dog at a pet store, and she brought them home and raised them. They're two different stories, but the one thing that they do have in common is that they are about a cat and a dog. So you could write that it is similar, but it has cats and dogs. And then you could write how the ways they are different. So when you're reading this week, I want you to think about how your readings are similar and how they are different. Words that you can use when you're comparing them. So you could use they are the same. You can say like, similar, same, both. Both of the stories have this. Also, or the stories have this in common. So these all down here are words that you can use when you are talking about things that are the same. And then we have the things that are different. So words that you can use to describe things that are different. You could say they are unlike, they are in contrast. On the other hand, so you could say the story talks about how to raise cats and dogs and which food to use in, where on the other hand, the other story talks about a little girl who raises a dog. You would definitely use the titles when you are talking about the differences, so I know which story you are talking about. And you can also use but and however. So as you're reading, I want you to think about the similarities and the differences of our two stories. And then at the end, we will be filling out a Venn diagram of the differences and the similarities in stories. We will also be working on this in small groups.